Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to today's lesson on reading skills, making inferences. I will be guiding you through this important skill that can really boost your reading comprehension. Let's get started. What is an inference? It's basically reading between the lines. It's when we use clues from the text along with what we already know to draw a logical conclusion. This makes our reading more meaningful and help us understand things that the writer doesn't say directly. Let's look at what makes inference so powerful. First, it involves active thinking. You're not just reading words, you are also engaging with the ideas behind them. Secondly, it helps you to fill in the gaps. The writer might not tell you everything, but you can figure it out by connecting the dots when you make inference. And third, it leads to a deeper comprehension. You're not just understanding the surface of the text, you are actually going beyond it. What makes inference so important? Inference is not just useful in English class. It's also a life skill. Here's why it matters. In school, it helps you succeed academically, especially when reading more complex texts. It sharpens your critical thinking. You learn to question, analyze, and also evaluate what you read. And in the real world, inference helps with decision making, from interpreting instructions to understanding news and even figuring out the hidden messages in advertisements. There are a few types of inferences. The first one is logical inferences. Logical inferences are based on facts and reasoning. The second one is predictive inferences. It helps us guess what might happen next. Evaluative inferences involve forming opinions or judgments about the text. And lastly, emotional inferences help us understand how characters or even the author might be feeling. So let's talk about strategy. What are the strategies in making inferences effectively? The first is to identify clues in the text by looking at details, actions, dialogues, or descriptions. Secondly, we use prior knowledge to think about what you already know that connects with what you are actually reading. And the third strategy is to consider the context. What is the setting? What's the tone? These clues help build a clearer picture of what you're reading. When you're trying to infer something, contextual clues are actually the best strategy. The first is for you to look for the textual clues, words or phrases that hint at meaning. The second is for you to use your background knowledge to connect what you read with what you know. The third is for you to pay attention to situational clues, what's happening in the scene. And always ask yourself questions like, what is the text all about, to uncover the author's message. Finally, here's where you will see inference in action outside the classroom. First, when reading the news, you make inferences about tone and intention. While following instructions, you use clues to understand what to do. When reading advertisements, they're actually full of hidden messages. You infer the target audience and their strategy. And even in problem solving, you infer what information matters and how to use it. And that wraps up our session on making inferences. Remember, good readers don't just read, they think, connect, and also conclude. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.